So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Uh, this is the second video of BRM, Business Research Methodology, Unit 2 for Delhi University Semester 6 students or even Semester 7 students who all are watching. So as I promised in my previous video that we'll be seeing some summary notes as we get through each one of the video. So this is all we studied in our first video. This is the meaning of research design and ways of research design and the primary data analysis का case study वाला method, right? So research design is basically the part of research methodology, and it is how you are going to collect the data. It's basically the roadmap of the research study and framework which is used in the collection, measurement and analysis of data that it is constituted. It clearly states that research problem, procedures, techniques and data collection, population to be studied and the methods to be used to analyze and process the data, right? So there are three ways, broad categories of data design. First is the exploratory design, second is the descriptive, and the third is the explanatory, in which these many is constituted. First is the exploratory design का primary data analysis का case study वाला method. We studied that it answers the question of how and why. It is basically based on the in-depth investigation of single individual, group or event to explore the causes of underlying principle. It can be qualitative or quantitative. It is basically done on a small group and no generalization is possible. Now we'll study about the focus groups. First, let's study from the book and then we'll discuss the short notes in the very next video, right? So focus groups are the groups of intellects or the experts and the professionals who come together to form an opinion for the topic of interest of the researcher. Topic of interest for us, as we took example, was the impact of job satisfaction on the performance of the employees, right? It is the collaboration of people who come together to make an opinion and put forth their belief and perspective for the research problem. This is the research problem or the model we are going to study. And hypothesis, let's take hypothesis as the positive relationship. If the job satisfaction is higher, that means that the employees are happy with the job, the performance of them doing the job will also be higher, right? So it is the qualitative method of data collection. You might note this as which is the qualitative and which is the quantitative data collection method. Focus group is the qualitative method of data collection. It is basically it is highly interactive and versatile and dynamic method of data collection. It functions with the help of skilled moderator. So moderator is very important person while doing focus group or discussion. So let me explain a little bit about focus group with the example. Focus group is basically a group of individual doing study or discussion about a particular model. For example, if we are going to take this example, we'll call upon the group of experts who will be discussing about what is the impact of job satisfaction on the performance of the employees. The moderator here is the person who starts the discussion and keeps on maintaining the records of how well the discussion is going on, what are the pointers being discussed, and what all the conclusions have been come out of the discussions. So basically it is done for a group of people focused between 10 to 10 respondents in the discussion, and it will last for about 2 hours per session. So moderator initiates the conversation and then the group carries forward by holding the discussions and the interactions. The moderator will go over the different research topic to establish a safe environment for sharing and follow up on any potential valuable topics. And these are basic requirements of the focus group discussions. Number one, the size of the group matters, and that it should not be very large or very small. About 6 to 10 respondents are recommended. Most of the individuals and professionals of the same type of demographics should be considered for focus group discussions. The group should involve people who are unknown to each other. This is very important since in this way they can't be biased in any way. They can make their points more freely in front of the strangers. And environment of group should be comfortable and informal. The duration should not exceed more than 2 hours or 3 hours in some cases. Recording should be done by cameras and not by human observers. We'll discuss this in detail in the uh, observation method of primary data collection. The moderator need to listen, communicate, and understand others point of view and make them comfortable and flexible in approach, motivate others to participate in the discussion, and ability to recall the event. Basic benefit of this focus group is that it provides the atmosphere where the ideas and the suggestions come out and more holistic and significant as compared to the individual ideas. So we discussed that this group of experts will be sitting here discussing. Basically they will brainstorm about the ideas and come to a conclusion that may or may not may or may not be in respect of the hypothesis that we set up in beginning of our research. The situation permits the extraction of the information from different individuals at a single point of time. The mechanical observation by cameras removes the biasness which is possible in the human observation. The online focus group discussion remove the problem of geographical location, cost, and time. And the limitation of this focus group is that some of the group dynamics sometimes leads to the problems. Individuals may not be able to express their opinions in front of the others that openly. There can be difficulty in assembling the individuals at a single platform at a specific time. So that and this is why the generalization is not possible, as the answers obtained may be varied and very confusing. The moderator might not be able to initiate the discussion with a particular direction, which leads to discussion throughout the session. Therefore the results may or may not be true, right? So this was the discussion of focus group. The next very way of collecting primary data is the observation method. This is the very simple yet very powerful tool to collect the primary data. As the name suggests, that the way of collecting relevant information just by observing the data. It is also referred to as the participatory study, because the researcher has to establish a link between the respondent and the immerse themselves in similar setting. This study is done in a more natural setting where no elements are being controlled by the researcher. It is more standardized and structured way which reduces the observer's bias, which makes them data more reliable and accurate. The most common example for the observation way is the auditing. In auditing, the auditor just observes what all is happening in the organization at a particular point of time, what all has been done with the financial statements of the company and all that. It is a more standardized way of doing observation. So observation is further divided into formats. Sorry, further divided into basic categories. For example, first is the format, second is the level of awareness, setting of the environment, and technology used. In format, we discuss about the structured and non-structured. In the level of awareness, we discuss about disguised and undisguised. In the environment, natural and artificial, and technology में human and mechanical. On the basis of format, if we talk about the structured format, the mode of observation is predetermined and more standardized. It is pre-planned actually. It is specific and systematically planned. It is possible only when the researcher knows in advance what aspects they need to consider and what aspects are not relevant for such kind of studies. For example, right here, auditor performing inventory analysis in store. It is more of a structured kind of format observation. Unstructured is flexible depending on the observer's view. It is not systematically planned. Observer's observation may be likely to be changed as the discussions move on. They might investigate relationship between different variables on which there is limited clarity. For example, observing children playing with the new toy. Second basis is the level of awareness. First is the disguised observation and the undisguised observation. The individual, if it is he or she is unaware of the fact that they are being observed, is called the disguised observation. In this method, the respondent is observed without being communicated. It is more of a natural and uncontrolled environment. The main issue here is the ethically it is not correct to observe someone without their consent or something like that. It main issue related to the privacy, as ethically it is not not correct to conduct such type of observation. For example, observation of sales girl in the shopping mall. Okay, so second is the undisguised observation, where individual is aware of the fact that they are being observed. Prior permission is being taken by the researcher from the observant. The issue is here that individual, if knows that he is being observed, the observant may or may not behave in that particular manner in which he or she would have behaved in a natural setting. This process can be used when research process is not insensitive or unpleasant. The behavior of respondent will not change in such a scenario. For example, if meeting when the meeting of sales head with the sales staff is done in the shopping mall is recorded. Third is the setting of the environment. First is this natural and the artificial. It is more linked to the disguised and undisguised method. Natural is when the observation is being recorded in the natural and uncontrolled environment. It is collected, the data collected is more improved, reliable, and accurate. And it is very difficult for researcher to repeat the same study in the same situation. Therefore, the generalization of results in such a scenario is not possible. Artificial setting may we have the observation recorded into controlled and the simulated environment. It is not carried out in a real time basis, so it is easier for the researcher to observe and record the data. It can be repeated multiple times for the observation at different points of time. Okay, and the last very is the technology used, in which we have human observation and the mechanical observation. Human observation, the best example for human observation is the invigilators in our exam centers. Mechanical observation ka best example is the cameras installed at various convenience stores. So human observation is recorded by the human observers. They are not supposed to send any verbal or non-verbal signals to the respondents and contribute to the situation. The main issue in such an observation is that the reliability and validity of the observed data. The researcher must possess the analytical ability to draw on the proper inferences from the data. The various type of human observation techniques is audit, trace analysis, and content analysis. You can look about this in right here. Mechanical is recorded by machines. Generally, cameras are used to record such kind of observation continuously, and later on inferences can be drawn from it. The benefit of such kind of observation method is that the direct method of collection of data, especially for human behavior. Data collected is more reliable and unbiased in a natural uncontrolled environment, which improves the results accuracy. Observation helps in gathering information which our respondents are unwilling to provide. Limitation of very observation method is that it is lack of observer's competence may hamper the reliability and the validity of the observation. The observer tends to see what they want to see. Attitude perceptions cannot be measured by this method, which can be done in the earlier method we study, that is case study. Observation is self-interfering method, right? So here comes the end of the discussion of focus groups as well as the observation method. We covered every possible aspect of observation method that need to be studied. I hope you like this video, and in the next very video we'll cover about the interview method and the survey method in detail, and also what need to be kept in mind while studying for the exam. My short notes will be shared once this chapter gets over, and I'll be sharing each one topic by topic in the succeeding video as the topic gets over from the book, right? So I hope you like this video. Do like, share with your friends, and comments if you have any doubts or any issues or anything you want from my side to be added in the channel. So it is highly welcomed. Thank you so much, and I hope you like this video and share with your friends. Subscribe. Thank you.